ladies and gentlemen. We're back with Game 2 of Tongfu versus Zenith. This is part of the AMD Premier League Grand Final Best of 5 series. This is a Beyond the Summit presentation. I am Luminous, and I'm joined by BTS Gods for this final broadcast. And of course, Zenith down one game. I don't think that's a surprise to too many, as Tongfu and Zenith are pretty much evenly matched up. And Tongfu slowly but surely won Game 1.
Yeah, Tongfu slowly, surely did do that, and we will have Zenith looking to bounce back in game number 2. They are banning heroes here, is probably the most notable thing so far. Something they're known for on occasion not doing.
Oh man,
it's a great thing. You cast a Zenith game, and there's something to talk about from like the very first ban.
There you go. They banned somebody. They banned Shadow Demon.
Banned something.
Wow,
Dang.
what a strat. Did Ice ever thought about adding that button that you kind of mentioned last time?
He brought it up, and I remember saying, "Oh, you should just add like a note," because I think it was like a discuss. I think what was decided was that it's not legitimate, because you may as well just ban like a very situational hero, like something that gets picked up, like a Slurk. Like ban something like a Slurk, even something which you have no intention of picking, but your opponents may just pick on some very off chance and catch you by surprise. Like, why would you not ban? Why would you not ban anything rather than ban like a Slurk? Let's say. Even if you don't think that the other teams,
you get more street cred for not doing a ban.
Yeah,
than
it's
banning
entirely street cred, but
yeah.
Which is fine. Like I love it, but
you need some street cred. No, everybody needs some street cred.
Magnus has plenty of street cred.
He does.
He needs to start sharing.
All right, Magnus is going to be the first pick here for Zenith, and Tongfu is going to answer back with Lone Druid and Gyrocopter. So King Jake surprisingly had a very tough time against Gyro. I'm kind of more and more impressed every time I see Gyro in a 1v1 matchup against a Darkseer, against a Lone Druid, against most heroes. He just wins that lane matchup because he's so versatile in the skill build. If you want to flat cannon, harass, and push, you could do that. If you want to rocket barrage and zone people out, you could do that. Like, he's just very versatile as a hero. And getting a face boot just means, because of his great attack animation, he will just outlast it and deny you. So, it's a very impressive hero overall as a solo carry.
Yeah, and Ice as well, like one of those great 1v1 matchup type players, so it just sort of added on and compiled into more and more problems for King J in the offlane. But they'll have to Gyrocopter themselves this game. May even see, I guess, a Lone Druid in the offlane again. Maybe they sort of switch things up, look to go for safe lane Lone Druid, depending on how they want to lane the Gyrocopter.
You know, they could send a mid as well. There's always a possibility. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Has Tongfu ever ran offensive trial? I don't think I've ever seen them run one.
They have not recently that I can recall, but they used, because they did occasionally when they did their anti-mage solo, like they'd pick How. They did a lot of that sort of safe lane solo with either an anti-mage or a Luna or a Lone Druid, and then offensive tri lane with that.
Okay.
But it was never like an offensive tri lane like with like their carry in the offensive tri lane. It was always How, their main carry player, in the safe lane solo.
Okay. Because they don't seem like a team that would, you know, switch it up and go like, oh, Undying Venom, let's go, guys.
No. They would even go pretty standard offensive tri lanes from memory as well, like just standard triple stun or something. And they would pull How like a ton of regen. They're like, it's all about How, getting that foam.
Yeah. How do you stop How? That's always the motto for anybody facing against Tongfu. But for Zenith, it's going to be a second and third pick here. They will pick their heroes. They would not random these ones. It's going to be Leshrac and Bane. So the same supports, in fact, the exact same heroes that we've seen from Tongfu last game. And let's see if they're going to go to anti-mage. I don't think Zenith actually play AM too much themselves.
Ooh, a Moo Clockwork.
Yeah, that's going to be good to see.
For the mid lane, up against Mag, and we've seen Clockworks do pretty damn well against Mags every now and then.
Especially Mu. I have not seen him lose that matchup, especially in actual game, like preventing that RP being dropped. I think Yamate or whoever else that's going on the mid lane is going to have a tough time in the lane, but more importantly, have a tough time getting those RPs.
Yeah. It seems more and more teams like this Clockwork solo mid too now, which is really cool to see. It was VG Gaming versus LGD China in the opening match of the Dota 2 Super League. CTY solo killed Yao's Mag at mid lane with Clockwork. Like, teams are just sending Clock mid. They're like, no problem.
CTY, good player.
Yeah, he's not bad.
He's not bad. Alright, we're going to have a Rubik as well as a Keeper of the Light being banned out here from Zenith. And and probably a couple more carries being banned out. And a little bit of respect ban towards the Tinker. Even though, you know, they didn't win the game, Tinker was definitely a factor in that game.
It's Zenith's sort of comfort zone. It's annoying to verse, so I think it's rightfully so that they ban it. Probably see him banning maybe a Luna, some other kind of carry that Zenith like and use. Otherwise, I don't even know. Maybe even Zenith look to go back for something like a Morphling. Every now and then they have actually ran Morphling as a farmer. Zenith picks on unconventional carries. Mirana.
I want to see myself a... Well, actually, I take that back. I was going to say... no. Well, actually... No, you can't do it against Gyrocopter, right? It's just too much.
Yeah, I don't think it's ideal.
I was gonna suggest Alchemist, but then Clockwork Cogs kind of shuts him down.
You ban Sand King. It's leading into a Meepo pick.
Yeah, I mean you definitely put in the word, right?
Yeah, I made the request.
Yeah.
I think the chat did.
I think Leshrac, Bane, and Mirana tri-lane, offensive or defensive, pretty legit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't see why not. Don't see why not. We'll have to see if Ice stays true to his word.
So far, that's not a Meepo.
I don't think they're going Meepo here. They need damage, which Meepo
gives you damage.
Meepo's damage, but he's not like your... I don't think you can play Meepo as your only core hero. And right now, Zenith don't have a single core hero. Like, as in... By core, I mean like an actual carry or semi-carry. Something like a Queen of Pain TA or your hard carries.
This is a spicy one.
This is so good against like
everything.
All these Zenith heroes.
Everything. Holy crap. The question is it going to be a support silencer or is it going to be a...
My hopes for a Morphling are gone. You do not pick Morphling against a silencer.
Yeah, it just doesn't work.
It's miserable.
Yeah.
Mirana's okay, I guess, but I guess more likely go like Luna-ish type draft.
Yeah, Luna's fine. I'm not sure if you're gonna pick into that global more and more.
They need the hard carry though. Like Darkseer and Mag are teamfight heroes. They don't have any actual real damage output.
Okay. All right. Okay. This is legit, right? This is straight up legit.
The blue heroes / purple heroes. Yeah.
No, this is actually so good against Gyrocopter and Lone Druid.
The Empower PA.
No, not just that. Well, yeah, there's Empower PA, but if you look at Tongfu's damage output, it's all physical, right? 35% natural evasion makes Phantom Lancer, or I keep calling Phantom Lancer, Phantom Assassin one of the tankiest carries out there. She may seem like it.
But like a standard Gyro build involves MKB.
5 seconds remaining.
Flat Cannon still hits if you're not targeting the PA, correct?
Sure. That's both true. I want to see a return of the Tongfu Earthshaker. This is old school.
I've been missing this hero. I hope Earthshaker makes a resurgence at TI3.
Well, he might need a little bit of buff in this coming 6.78 patch.
Is it happening, Lumi? You have the inside scoop.
I don't think so. I don't have any inside scoop. I actually think that Earthshaker is a fine carry, but I may be going out there because...
What?
I'm not even kidding. Like with the Aftershock buff?
Yeah.
Just play him as a one row, like just go YOLO mode with a Wisp.
I think the two heroes I'd love to see come back for TI3. I feel like the main problem right now with the metagame, there's tons of viable solo mids because of everyone bottle crowing. There's tons of viable carries. There's not enough viable support heroes. They need to bring back Earthshaker, Vengeful Spirit, gives these heroes small buffs. So that ES and VS and all these other supports,
and that's
even CM.
Yeah. Don't forget about the lovely Maiden.
That to me is, if you look at the hero pool, there's all these like useless heroes like Bloodseeker that, sure, they're useless because of their skills, but there's support heroes who should be good but just aren't as good because you look at Shadow Demon and Rubik, these heroes do so much.
Yeah, they're
do. So like as far as supports go, they're overpowered, but they're support, so like supports can't really be overpowered because there's only so much damage they can do. But like you compare these heroes to a CM or a Vengeful Spirit, it's not even close.
I think Venge is completely viable right now. People just don't play her. We saw her being played by Absolute Legend yesterday in the Western qualifiers.
Yeah, that's true.
Didn't really work out. But let's quickly introduce the teams as well as what are we doing. We are casting the AMD Premier League Grand Finals. This is game number 2 of a best of 5 series. Zenith down 1 game. Yamate not going mid. He's stood in the top lane. I think he's going mid, saving for a quick bottle build. XY is going to be playing the Phantom Assassin. Which by the way, I don't really like this cosmetic at all. This does not seem like an assassin. She is completely lit up. She might as well has a Leon green light on her head. How un-assassin-esque.
Yeah, I just don't think it looks that nice.
Yeah, it doesn't. X-Freedom's going to be on the Bane Elemental. We have Ice on the Leshrac, and last but not least, Ice is going to be playing the safe lane Darkseer.
I would love to have Earthshaker cosmetics. Okay, unrelated note. Tongfu, meanwhile, we've got King J playing the Gyrocopter, Banana playing the Silencer, Sansheng on Earthshaker. He needs some cosmetics. Like, have like a redesign of the totem on his back or something.
Yeah.
Give him like a redesigned beard. There's so much you could do with Earthshaker. We've got Mu playing the Clockwork at mid, and then How. He's going to be soloing the safe lane on that lone druid.
They also need to add Acceptor animations for every hero, like or a lot of heroes, because I need to have my golden tone.
Oh yeah.
I get my Sansheng Earthshaker upgrade. And in any case, how does the lane match up here? Darkster normally a very survivable hero, but maybe not particularly against this lineup here. Curse is going to be the first spell being selected, which against right after Iron Shell cast. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm liking this.
And look at the mid lane matchup. I thought it was actually Yamate mid. It's gonna be a straight 1v1. Are they gonna try to go for a kill? This is actually one of the easier lane to kill in because of Stifling Dagger. One of the better slows in the game.
I'm really... These supports are just sitting on the high ground for the time being. They have got a smoke. Zenith, are they gonna stack it?
They ain't doing anything.
I guess they're just... Well, I don't know. Well, I mean, they just kind of wait and use some mind games. Look at Sansheng. He's already rotated.
So smart.
This is what Earthshakers used to do, like back in Dota 1 when this hero was a top pick. You just camp behind mid lane for like the first 10 minutes of the game and just fissure whenever your hero got ganked.
Yep, and looks like it's gonna come right now. There's smoke coming in, and of course Sansheng already in position. The fissure block's gotta hit. Nice cock push, nice fissure stamp. Actually though, that fissure perhaps not exactly. If he actually got the block off, that would have been done pretty good. But
maybe can't.
It's gonna be good. The big thing about that gank though was that Cogs already drained all of XY's mana.
Yeah.
And Stifling Dagger is cheap, but she doesn't have any mana to cast him. So that's done. And now your supports are not doing anything. All right, good stuff.
Yeah, good stuff. Does leave all these Radiant supports level 1, very ineffective, not really achieving a whole lot there mid lane except chewing up some of XY's experience. And Earthshaker successfully defends the first gank, and he's going to rotate back bottom, expecting these supports to go bottom as well.
Yeah, Banana's going to drop off a Curse. I've never really been a big fan of Curse over Last Word, but what do you think about the spell overall? Especially now that Last Word is a very legitimate nuke.
Yeah, I feel like Last Word is like your main big skill. I feel like even just skipping Curse isn't too bad of an idea. Even as a support silencer, you can just go for one, like max out Last Word, at least get one in the glaives just for the harass damage. But I just feel Curse is kind of lacking as a skill.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to balance that spell. It's like if you drain too much, suddenly it becomes OP. If you drain too little, it doesn't get skilled. So.
And it's really bad at early levels. Like it hardly drains any mana or HP at all. It's not really. If you want to go for it, you basically have to get 3-4 points in it before it's quite powerful. And by then it's like, well, you invested a ton of points, and by then everyone has like more HP, can quite happily get rid of it easily. So it's it seems like one of those spells which is either overpowered or just not all that good. And right now it's just not all that good.
Well, the top matchup between Yamate and How. Looks like it's fairly even. You see How falling a little bit behind him CS. I'm a little bit surprised by that, but he should pick up very soon once he gets a couple more levels into Synergy as well as his Bear upgrade. And it looks like there's a little bit of D-Ward action coming on here. Banana as well as Shanshan not letting this pull happening. And the 1v1 matchup on the mid lane, I have to give it to Mu. He's constantly out of mana for Phantom Assassin. And nice bring up Basilius.
I'm so surprised they sent PA mid. Even though it would have been Trial versus Trial bottom, but it seems very unusual that PA is a solo mid. They're going for another smoke gank, and this time Earthshaker is not going to be at mid lane waiting. He could buy a TP. No, he's not going to.
But PA, I mean, Stifling Dagger is nice, but you don't have the follow-up of a Blink Strike. Yeah. So, and Cogs makes it so hard to actually gank. I really don't think this gank's going to work out.
Me neither. I 100% agree. Just, especially if Clockwork uses a bottle charge or something now to heal up.
Well, the Phantom Stifling
Dagger. They're going top, so we're theory crafting beyond what's needed. How is actually going to be? How will be killed?
Yeah, this is a very, very smart gank, and this rotation you don't expect it too much. It's going to be a Nightmare into a.
Just be yeah, there we go.
A stun. Maybe even kill the bear while doing so. Get the extra 100 gold, but First Blood's going to get taken here by Magnus, and actually maybe this is a better lane matchup. I mean, your PA is going to suffer a little bit, but your Magnus as a result is going to get a ton more farm.
Yeah, I think for Tongfu though, they have got the backup farmer in King J's Gyrocopter that if Lone Druid does get slowed down quite a bit, it's not the end of the world. It's not like the old days where if your Lone Druid, his Radiance got slowed down, you're kind of screwed. Here, it's like, oh, you're going for the armor build, you get it piece by piece, you never really lose too much gold. you're perfectly fine with this. And Tongfu actually going for a push at bottom lane very early on. They creep skip, they fissure the creep wave, they pop the flat cannon. They want to bring down this T1 tower.
Yeah, and
they've got the Bassi ring.
They will be able to do so. Darkseid being zoned out of the lane very easily. Also, Mu almost got a solo kill against XY earlier. The creep wave was dying, a single cog, he was trapped in, he was out of mana, he was eating battery assault damage. Clockwork Hook's gonna come in right now. How they see him, I guess a rocket flare saw him walking up the nightmare. That's cute. That's cute, but still gonna kill. Nice play here by Mu.
Yeah, gets a little pick off here, back towards the mid lane. As soon as he gets the hook shot up, he finds a kill for himself. So that's really nice. Tongfu aren't going to get this T1 tower. Ice actually TP's back in to prevent it going down. They haven't really got the best pushing heroes. Earthshaker, Silencer, don't really do a whole lot there.
I think that's mostly a push that you do, like, oh, Darkseid's out of lane, let's get some damage on the tower. It's not really fully committed as, you know, breaking the tower down at the 6 minutes in the game. Meanwhile, Ice up on top lane trying to do a little bit of harassment on how getting that key kill. Anytime you kill a lone druid, that's big because the bear gets to resummon. You lose a ton of farm gold time. In fact, are we gonna see some skewer RP? No. Yamate not level 6 just yet. Very surprised. He's actually getting out level here by how despite the death. I guess some of the supports eating away the EXP points from Yamate.
Yeah, the supports just coming in. Even when they came and got that kill, it's sort of like, oh, there's creeps dying around them. They are sharing some XP here and there. So it is a level 6 Hound. Yeah, he goes straight into ulti form, which is, I think, the right decision. There's a 3-man gank coming his way, something that even in ulti form, he may struggle to survive.
Yeah, if RP is used, I don't think he's going to survive out of that one. Bane waiting in the
Counter
woods.
TP, Earthshaker has one.
No. You gotta be one of the earliest TP. And Decent Tango is kind of harassing the hell out of Yamate. And How's getting closer and closer. He's still finding farm despite being how oppressive the pressure is. But
I think if Mag goes in, there'll be an immediate Earthshaker TP, and I don't think they can kill him fast enough. They could kill him with these 3 heroes, but I don't think it's fast enough to kill him before Earthshaker gets there with a fissure. Maybe if it's near How's tower, that is. If Hal pushes out, then he's maybe.
I mean, that fissure has such a sick range that it might as well be always you know, entire range.
Mu also has a TP, so there's 2 heroes you can TP as a counter gank, and I'm sure Zenith have noted that and are thinking, okay, we can't do 2 against Mu's actually going to exit.
Manfight hook shot under the tower, doesn't matter. Here comes a TP from Magnus. He's gonna. Oh my god! Moose going for it. Nice dodge. Oh my goodness, Mu. He is gonna eat the RP, but here comes a fissure.
Oh, he's not.
He's actually gonna turn it around. Double kill from Mu. The nice juke around. You don't expect Mu to fight back, but he does.
That guy is insane.
He packs a punch in that small frame of that Clockwork. What a beautiful play.
That was so good, so beautiful. That was playing like on 180 ping or something too. This is Singapore server for the Chinese players, and he just completely worked Yamate.
You know,
Yamate looked like a fool there.
Mu got all the credit, and he fully deserved it, but the Shansheng TP was instrumental in that kill. Like, he would not have gotten that.
Shansheng clicked twice, but those 2 clicks were just amazing.
High skill double clicks, man.
TP, fissure. The two things, just knowing that he was needed there was amazing.
And just makes me kind of ask the question, you know, why don't we see a little bit more Earthshaker? Like, he's one of the premier kind of lane protector. You talk about how he stands behind the solo mid and your solo mid would never die. He's one of the premier counter ganker for that reason alone.
And this game makes me ask the question, are Tongfu going to be the team again who everyone underrates and gets top 8 in the international again? It was like last year, everyone's like, who's Tongfu? They're just some team who won the East qualifier. And I remember everyone looking back, even looking back on TI2, everyone's like, oh, Tongfu underperformed. It's like, they got top 8.
Well, people forget Tongfu even was in top 8, I think.
Yeah.
Like, if you ask them to list a top 8 team, they wouldn't list Tongfu.
Everyone except Tongfu probably gets listed. Maybe like Orange or Zenith gets forgotten. But most people, a lot of people will forget Tongfu. It's amazing. This team, back in TI2 was really talented, and they had a bit of a down period afterwards where they weren't looking all too good. They've had some roster changes, but they're back in top form.
Well, KJ going to be in a little bit of trouble. He's going to die to Clockwork hook shot. Coming in right now, that's going to be another kill. And they're going to look for X Freedom. He's silenced up right now. And one more curse, a couple more glaive attack, a rocket or 2. Big Rocket's going to be coming out for a cooldown in a couple seconds. 654.
Gone down.
He's X Freedom? Really? He's going to get the juke off. He does. Looks like they're going to find Yamate instead. RP, that's going to be used onto that Iron Shot, doing a ton of work. But he's walking away from a battery assault, doing a little bit of damage to the wall. Fissure's going to hit. Clockwork's going to hit. And Yamate showing that he is, in fact, a great player himself. Big turnaround here for Zenith.
Yamate will make out from some of that earlier play at mid lane as Moo just going to look to TP out. Actually cancels his own TP, dodges Split Earth. Nice TP cancel. Moo just keeps impressing me more and more with every little bit of play he makes.
Moo, just perfect play so far. 5-0-1.
I've never seen him play this well. Even back during that, like, when they were in the East qualifiers last year and destroying everyone and at TI2, I don't remember Moo playing this well.
Man, you know, whatever, because the LGD China losing or changing the rosters or whatever, they're getting replaced by Tongfu. I think Tongfu is a better team. Just looking at them play right now and seeing their perhaps lackluster performance back in the Dota Super League.
Yeah, well, I'm really looking. Dota 2 Super League is going to be awesome to see how some of these matchups go. The Group A with Tongfu, IG, LGD, it's looking pretty stacked.
Yeah, it
Vici
really
Gaming as well in there.
You know what else I'm looking forward to big time is G1 League LAN Finals.
Oh my god, I mean, it's the most hyped up event in my eyes, apart from the international. Like, that is the biggest thing. Unfortunately, it's like middle of the qualifiers, but
yeah, it's also not really. It's like the middle of a world tournament for a lot of Westerners, because there's like, oh, this random Asian tournament, Chinese tournament. But Alliance is going to be there, Team Liquid's going to be there, IG, Orange, DK. Like, see some of these big name teams. Tongfu, unfortunately, not there.
That's the one thing. Like, I feel like Alliance and Liquid are going all the way to China, and they're only going to play against 4 of the Chinese teams. I feel like they should have like this whole big tour of China where they verse like all the like 8 or 9 Chinese teams. We're going to miss a hook shot.
A rare one.
You can forgive him. Was it blind? No, there was actually there was an observer there, but we'll forgive him.
Yeah, Darkseer turned around and dropped an Iron Shell instead of running away. If he ran straight away, he would have got hooked. That was pretty close. Well, Yamate, the kind of the saving grace for Zenith, the fact that he got himself a ton of kills on the bot lane. Now we have himself a Blink Dagger, and those RPs going to get more and more difficult to dodge. And that's more pressure on Moo to actually cancel that Blink with Rocket Flare, find him before the team fight begins. He got himself an Invis Rune right now, and he's looking to wrap around to get a kill against the Darkseer.
Yeah, I like this as... Oh,
free kill.
Comes out of Invis.
Here's the cutest thing. It's so hard to actually cast.
Oh, he casted it.
Yeah, I'm very surprised.
Normally you can't.
Yeah, you can't actually cast. X-Freedom Bane better than any other Bane.
Daxi can get hooked.
No, I don't think he's going to dive a tier 2. They're going to get a tier 1 tower for free. And suddenly with all these early tier 1 towers, your Earthshaker, he's going to get a quick Arcane Boots. He's going to be working towards a Blink Dagger. You know how you say Sand King with the early 25-minute Blink is pretty good. A 25-minute Blink on Earthshaker, even better.
Oh yeah, it really is. I don't even know if he's... Maybe he goes to the Arcane Boots, but just going straight for a Blink Dagger on Earthshaker could be the way he does this. Oh, nice play by Yamate bottom lane. He's going to go for a Blink Skewer here, but...
Global!
Can he get a hook shot? He's got no Skewer, so he's dead.
He's got it. He's found it. He's going to try to skewer out, but he's just...
his Skewer's cooled out. He skewered it. Well, he Blink Skewered. He Blink Skewered the Silencer in, thinking they could pick off Silencer, but Silencer's like, yo, I just got my ulti.
Yeah,
CLOCKWERK will save my ass.
And CLOCKWERK did. The best part of Silencer Ultimate for me is the fact that all of the sound animation or sound in the game just like shuts off. So CLOCKWERK hooks in, just silent. And Magnus just shedding a little bit here. So I said, yeah, Yamate's going to have a good game after that early Blink. Nope, not against Silencer. So Tongfu just very smart drafting. That's the other thing that we haven't talked about. They're kind of employing these heroes we don't see too often. Silencer, Earthshaker, and they're making it work. Making it work rather beautifully.
I mean, mentioned that. I mean, I complained a bit about how there's the OP supports, but Tongfu with no OP supports, Silencer, Earthshaker, and no problem at all.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised with this. Look at the Silencer build. It's like 1-1-1-1 last word being leveled
I think
up.
this is I think this is the way you want to build Silencer. I think you max up last word. Then it probably goes for the curse. I guess depending. Yeah, you're against like Mag, PA, these low mana pool heroes, you may max up the curse. Tongfu actually going to have moves to initiate on the mid lane. Going to see a cooldown come out. This could land on XY as well as Freedom. Freedom gets slowed quite badly here. Homing Missile looking for more. Moo, he's already found a pick off once again. Darks is the first one to take a fall. He's got a hook shot. He's looking for it maybe. No, not going to go in, but I think they're going to try siege this tier 1, and if Mu can get a hook shot in, they'll go for it with this haster, and he's going to grab it top.
Yeah, and that's going to be big time. Those cogs are doing so much work. I thought Mu was a little bit trouble, but I just forgot that he's at 1500 HP. They're going to be working this tower, and Mu sees his target. He go on XY. Clockwork Hook's going to come right through. He does a blink strike, but he can't even cast it thanks to the battery assault. So that's one more kill. Skewer, RP coming in. Echo Slam being dropped right now. He is last worded up. Another cold counter to that hero. Meanwhile, on the backline's just doing a ton of work. Buyback coming out from XY. Stifling Dagger being dropped back. Him gonna be on top. The fissure. The right click coming out against Ice Ice Ice. That's gonna be another kill. And of course, on the backline, Moose still will do work with the Hasten. That's a 5-man kill. A tier 1 tower being dropped down. And a buyback on that PA. Holy Jesus. Tongfu is just taking this game away and running with it.
Yeah, Tongfu just playing some amazing Dota right now. And I mean, Zenith, I mean, no huge mistakes as far as the team goes. I feel like a bit goes back to the strategy. Doing the PA as a solo mid was a bit weird. I guess doing it safe lane would have been very difficult to go up against the Tongfu tri lane, but I think Tongfu just read Zenith so well. Every move, the early smoke gank on mid, prevented by Earthshaker, and so much has just come from smart TP counter ganks coming out from Clockwork as well as Earthshaker. Earthshaker saved a couple different heroes at different occasions. Same for the Clockwork with his TP-ins.
Yeah, every time he's hooking, he's found a kill. I think there was one miss. So he's just being extremely effective as a player. He's got 2,500
He's
gold.
11-0-1.
Jesus. And it's you know, if you get 11-0-1 on Queen of Pain, you're like, yeah, that guy's having a good game. You know, Ninja Boogie playing well. That's cute. That's nice. But this hero takes a lot more skill than a Quap.
So many of those are solo kills. Like, look at the rest of his team. None of them have been involved in more than 5 of the kills. So many of these have just been Clockwork solo killing people. That's
absolutely insane. Net worth, he's highest in the game, despite having 47 CS. And looks like they're going to smoke up and look for a couple more kills. Or they're going to stay behind it and getting ready to defend. Clockwork Hook, he is smoked up. He's looking to counter-initiate. They're going to do a big wrap around. They have Global up. They have a hook shot up. And I don't know how
Zenith are sitting ducks. Global Silence will just destroy them. There won't be a Mag. Well, Mag can maybe blink out and wait it out. But
well, Clockwork Hook shot's gonna come in right now. Global Silence being used. Yamate, he's confused and he's gonna go back to the cog, back and forth, back and forth. He just dropped a RP, but that RP, it was almost wasted. In fact, it was wasted.
Yeah, and Earthshaker Fissure got the 2 supports in the back lane. Lone Druid finished one off, and GG.
GG.
17
minutes. Thank God this wasn't the Eastern qualifier, because that will be a pre-18-minute 3G. Compendium, guys, Compendium.
Clockwork 13-0-1 at 17 minutes. Has he got the 800 GPM? No, he's not even close. But he had a fantastic game. Mu by far the MVP, and he just played some of the best Dota, one of the best Clockworks I've ever seen.
Move over, Boba. I don't know, man. I have never seen as spectacular a performance as Mu did this game. Perfect.
Bulba's always that offlane Clockwork. I feel like it's a different style of Clockwork that Bulba plays.
He's been playing solo mid now, though.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been playing solo mid now.
Yeah. I feel like Bulba's mastered like that annoying Clockwork initiator, like not really that like solo killing playmaker Clockwork, but this is a different style of Clockwork, which Mu is just playing amazingly.
Yep. Game 2 now in the book, off the back of great performance. Yamate just ping pong ball around all of these cogs, all these silence, just can't do a single thing. Tongfu will take game 2. Beautiful Clockwork plays. And game 3 will be coming up. Will it be a 3-0 sweep, or will Zenith begin a monstrous comeback? They gotta get something going, whether it's through a Meeple pick or Invoker pick or something crazy, because so far the standard fare has not been really cutting it. And we'll be back to game 3. Let's see what they got for us.
Damn.